Hello, Smegheads. Welcome back to Smug Mode, a podcast where we talk about the British sci-fi comedy classic Red Dwarf. I'm Ben Gilman. As always, I'm joined by Tom Hill,
Hey,
Dan Raj,
Hello.
and Troy Salmon.
what's up?
And today we are here to talk about Series 5, Episode 5, Demons and Angels. Smug Mode is now engaged. So, this episode, an experiment with a machine that can make duplicates of an object goes wrong and Red Dwarf explodes. Where the Red Dwarf crew find the machine has made 2 copies of Red Dwarf. Both ships contain their good and bad evil selves. So, take it away.
Demons and Angels.
It's one of those ones that I hadn't seen that much of before.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of the most vivid ones in my memory of all Red Dwarf, weirdly.
And that's just for Chris Berry looking like one of the headbangers from WWF and sounding like he's a...
The Thrasher and Headbanger Mosh.
Oh, no.
Ben, what have you done, Ben? Ben, what have you done?
They had more fun on this episode than they had on many episodes. Like, they were hamming it up something fucking shocking on this.
Oh, Ben, I just realized something as well. When you brought up Headbanger Mosh and Thrasher and that, there was a Surfer Sting poster on the wall.
There was a Sting poster on the wall. I noticed it too. I clocked it. It's in my notes. But anyway, I've got a question for you lads, because we start off with the machine. If they're down to the last strawberry, how serious is the food shortage, and how do they get around the food problem?
That device, what's the device called? The triplicator.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, Ben, you're asking the important questions here.
I know, it is rusty important question.
That's my role. I'm telling you that the cat.
As I am not a food technician second class, I cannot answer that question.
Oh god. Oh geez.
Okay. But I think we can all agree that the maggots in the strawberry is just a bit yuck.
Yeah, that's just
that was nasty. I was like, oh
no.
I was like, oh, I had to turn away, man. I was like, nah.
It's the description by Lister of chewy,
Crunchy.
even.
Easy.
I was just come
Kind of a wriggly texture.
Yeah.
Oh god. Ugh.
Oh, Ben, just for a point, did you notice the TARDIS?
Yes, I do.
Wait,
I also noticed that a returning joke of pot noodle is back as well.
Yes.
That's another thing.
But yeah, in one of the landing bays, there's a TARDIS in the background of
Oh my
of the
days.
Doctor's TARDIS.
I didn't even clock that.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Oh jeez, I'm not checking.
Hey, Doctor Who and Red Dwarf take place in the same universe.
Yeah.
There you
And
go.
WCW apparently. They know what. Yikes.
This is going to be a great crossover.
Oh, I just want them to do a Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Red Dwarf
I'm
crossover.
thinking Ollie, Sting, and K9.
That sounds like a wacky adventure. Like Turner and Hooch. Sting with K9. No.
I was half expecting them to get a Sting baseball bat or something to the head or something. That's what I was expecting.
Well, it was Surfer Sting.
Yeah, it's not a Sting, but I was expecting a black bat to come out of nowhere for no reason.
My wife was very impressed by me picking this one out. She went, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, that's Sting." We went back on the playback and so. She went, "Your eyes are..." I've got bad eyesight, but for some reason I point out the small things in this show.
Yeah,
I'm always pretty good at it. I will point out though, the cat looks like a skunk with his new hair, with his new streak. Get rid of that, please. That's fucking terrible.
that mad streak in his hair. Yeah.
Oh god, he looks like a skunk. He looks like he's got Pepe Le Pew on his head.
He looks like a mad scientist. It looks like
No,
Ben's
crazy.
corner.
not a good week for Danny John Jules. I do want to point out though that Holly's missing lines are funny. Abandoned shop.
Not a daffodil. Repeat. This is not a daffodil.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not a daffodil.
Many words are missing from my database.
Really good use of Holly this episode. The explosions in the control room are better than the New Year's fireworks celebrations every year on the Thames. Really good at fireworks.
Oh, jeez.
That is just a weird comment, man.
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen a fireworks display where it's shit? Like, I mean, like when you go to these official ones. I mean, this year because of lockdown, I've seen better fireworks displays outside of my living room window on the 31st than what I've seen held at the bridge every year. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I when Red Dwarf blew up, I jumped the gun because I know at some point Red Dwarf blows up and they're without Red Dwarf for a while. And I've written here, so Red Dwarf is gone for a while. See you in Series 8.
No.
But I was wrong.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Because it comes back. They merged them. But yeah.
No, the Red Dwarf goes missing sometime between the end of season 5 and the beginning of season 6.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Awesome.
Because that's the entire basis of the first episode. Season 6 is the reason they go through the asteroid belt that causes all the problems. Is they're trying to catch up to Red Dwarf. Anyway, we will get to this.
We'll get to it.
I also want to talk about when they find out they've only got 8 minutes of oxygen. Rimmer is trying to convince Crichton is funny because he's trying to get rid of them because they don't need the oxygen until he finds out that he has 4 minutes left running time. That's quite funny. That's another.
Do you have anything in writing?
That's it.
He's all whispering to Crichton like you don't have to tell them.
The voice of the dwarf, and I do love Chris Barry's impression of trying to be hip is very funny. Him trying to do that.
Well, let's go home, boys.
Let's go home, boys. The dangling hands.
Like I said, they properly ham it up.
Yeah.
Lister looks like a Russian sheriff with between the hat and the star. He looks like someone that would work for the Russian military.
Do you mean
Which list are you referring to?
Our Lister. Before they go on the ship.
I don't know.
He looks like a Russian sheriff.
I think he just looks like one of your average sort of like.
Space
I
bomb.
might be socialist, I might be communist, but I'm definitely punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird hybrid.
Imagine Buddhist punk.
Buddhist
Oh
punk.
boy.
You never know.
Sorry, no, don't go down that sidetrack. Let's go.
Do not go down that road.
You never know, Dan. I've got research just now.
No,
I'm a Buddhist, so that would be interesting to figure out. Buddhist rock.
sorry, I just thought Buddhist monk, and then I thought Buddhist punk. I don't really want to go any further down.
It's like, no. It's like, no, please,
I
no.
can feel my mind drifting off into story world, and I don't want to go there.
So let's talk about the hilariousness that is the high ship. This is what they call them, high and low, or as I say, good and bad. The Buddhist, very Buddhist style Red Dwarf crew is very funny. I did nearly wet myself laughing at the bit where they're doing the musical number. Very enjoyable.
That was good. Gotta admit.
The Vine Cat still has the stupid stripe though, which makes me think it's a Danny John Jules decision.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. He had a bad week. The robes are also nice. They look very comfy.
Yeah, they look good. Good designs.
Does anyone else find it weird that in neither of Cat's, his high or his low self, has good fashion sense?
No.
That makes up both sides of his personality, and yet neither one of them looks like a monk. The other one is in really shitty clothing.
But it's better than his attire for next week for a portion of the episode, to be fair.
Yeah, but that's me playing a different character.
Yeah, but
You got a point there, Tom. You got a point. Yeah, you got a point.
No, it's just something when I was watching it back, I was like,
Yeah, it's kind of just like
weird.
Yeah.
You'd expect the the low one would have maybe all of that. The clothing would be the right way. He'd still have like the long saber teeth and all that stuff, but maybe he would be the one that was a better look.
Or slicked out, yeah, more slick. Yeah.
The good thing is he doesn't have the stupid strap on his head, so that at least there's a tick in the win column for low cat.
Yeah.
You can already tell the lesser version is going to be a bad one when they're describing that this is a good ship. You already know that the bad ship's going to be pretty bad.
Yeah, but the bad ship's hilarious.
Yeah, that's the best. The best.
Can we talk
It's
about
just when
Chris
Rimmer goes
Barry?
on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Chris Barry then, because
all I wanted to hear him say at that point was anticipation.
yeah. I mean,
Man had
it's
a
a,
whip. That was hilarious.
it's a voice that could. It's just a come to bed voice, really. It's amazing.
That whip. I was like, what is that? I was like, he had a whip. I was like, wow.
Very bad boy.
Bad boy. Very bad boy. He's good. Chris Barry's the man, you know. Oh man, he's so good, man. He's too good. Oh god.
But yeah,
This is a romp. This whole thing is an absolute romp. It's just this is solid.
And Crichton looking all crazy and greasy.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and his voice is hilarious.
Yeah.
Can't even do it. That's not it. Yeah. It's like if Crichton and Gollum suddenly merged. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. I was like, what's going on? That was funny. At first I was like, that's Crichton turned color. He's turned color or something. I was like, what's going on? I saw him, I was like, is he gone black? I was like, what's going on here?
Anyway, what's actually happening is they have to go and get this triplicator from both of these ships in order to make the actual parts for the triplicator work to reverse the process properly. Because what happened before was they tried to reverse the process, and instead of reversing it so that the strawberries went back to being a single strawberry, they reversed the process so that instead of it focusing in on the strawberries, it focused on everything outside the triplicator instead, which is why they got the two ships. And then while they're trying to do that, when they get to the good ship, they're held up by the fact that everyone is just the best host and the most accommodating, and of course, and everything. But everything has to be followed along with art and praise and compliments and all of this sort of stuff. And everything's done in this kind of natural art deco, new wave. This is the future, and we're all enlightened. Kind of thing. So. And then they go over to the bad ship, and they go over to the bad ship, the original crew, in order to get to the triplicator. There's also a distress signal sent from the bad ship to the good ship, and all the crew of the good ship just immediately go, oh, well, we'll go over and help them then. Oh. So we get over to the bad ship, and they all get waylaid by bad members of the crew who turn out to be absolute scumbags and hilarious as fuck. And they managed to get Lister and put a microchip in it.
I just want to say, Evil Crichton looks scary, and Evil Lister sounds like a horse when he laughs. He just sounds like a goddamn horse. It's quite annoying.
When I saw Evil Lister, I just wanted him to say, we don't need no goddamn veggies.
Oh my gosh. Oh, like a damn pirate. It was crazy. Like, oh god, that was amazing.
But yeah, so I like the bit like after they've got him in the remote control thing, and the cat walks up to him and takes the tape off his mouth, and he's like, "I'm a raving psychopath. I'm here to murder you all.
Look out! I'm gonna kill you."
I'm gonna kill you. Oh my god. Lister's a legend. This one just walking up and stabbing people. Oh my gosh, stabbing the good ones. They're like, yes.
I also want to just point out. I love. Was it British cat says describes a bomb as a sparkling orb. It's a lovely way. They're so happy all the time, even when Lister gets out controlled by the bad guys. They're just very hilarious about how nice they are and everything.
Forgive me, brother. I seem to have stained thy knife edge with my blood.
Just collapses.
Allow me to get a new knife for you.
Oh god. Before that was happening, I was just laughing at Crichton when he got shot so many times. It's like, I was like, what the heck?
Poor Ray, he has a faulty gun.
I know he got faulty gun. He went back out there twice. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he accidentally shot me 5 times.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, that was funny. Oh god.
Oh, dear.
This episode was just funny. I was laughing. Literally, I was watching it while I was working at the same time, like in between, like turning my head to the laptop and to the screen. It was funny as heck. I was dying this whole time watching this.
It's not the best episode in the series, but it's memorable.
Yeah.
And clearly having a massive laugh with it. Weirdly, and the thing I didn't realize until a couple of days ago, this was actually the first episode they filmed of season 5. So this was where they started. I know it comes as episode 5 in the series, but actually this is the first one they filmed. So I don't know whether they were just all on a high when they started or what. But
yeah, they were on the hype. It was crazy. They were loving it. You can tell.
Well, no, they were getting to play around and do different things with stuff, which is always good fun when you play the same character again and again and again.
Yeah, there are variations of it. I loved it.
I think as one point to it, like watching it back the way we've been doing, actually like deep diving into these episodes and stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever you're doing that, this becomes one of the favorites even more.
Yeah.
Because they're looking a lot more into the actors and into their experience and stuff. And this goes up the list of the ones you like based on how much fun they are obviously having.
Yeah.
It's a really nice story. It's well told. It's quite simple. There's a lot of room for improvisation. It's just good comedy fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, I love the way that my favourite line is the poor wrench. He has a faulty gun. He has accidentally shot me 5 times. Oh, how I love him from High Crichton. That was really funny. I love the fact they're always thinking that the gun was faulty and not working. I also love the bit where they have to get where Lister's controlled and he's telling Crichton, surprise me. And it's literally Crichton just going, right, I'm surprising you. It's just really funny.
By the way, anyone who has a fear of specifically eating tarantulas may want to look away at one point in this episode.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Also, if you hate hot water or coffee,
I've just remembered the incapacitate me in a painless way and cat knees him in the nuts.
Poor Lister this episode, though.
Here's a thing that I wanted to ask you guys. Do you think this is an error or not? The fact that the low Lister survives past the hour when everything on the low ship is supposed to disappear.
It's the last. It does make Cat look like a badass, so.
It kind of feels a bit cheap.
Yeah, he should have disappeared after an hour.
Yeah.
So
Cat looks like it's the first time a crew member has intentionally murdered someone. Intentionally done it.
True.
Fair. And on that bombshell is where I think we should leave it for that episode.
No, I was just looking at the quote from Low Rimmer before when he had the whip. Because I'm going to thrash you with an inch of your life. But I'm going to have you.
It's like, take me now, Chris Berry. Take me now, you handsome bastard. Take me now.
That was the episode for me. I was like, I'm done. I love this episode.
I'm going to start a Love Chris Barry fan club who wants to come join.
I'm part of that. Day one.
I also just want to say I love the bit at the end where he sits on it again. It was just a really classic episode. It flew by.
Yeah. It went so quick. I was like, it's over already. I was like, damn.
It's a lot of fun.
Next week's even better, but we'll get there. So it's goodbye for me.
Bye for me.
Bye for me.
Hey guys, I think they're playing our tune, the Awooga Waltz. Anyone care to join me in a quick step?
Smeg off your Smeg.